Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. First of all, I want to say thank you to all of you who commented and sent me emails regarding the video yesterday, the reading yesterday, Conversations Between Counterparts. I really appreciate your support. I really appreciate your love. It's been a rough few days. I'm going to talk for a little bit, so if you guys want to skip ahead to the reading, I'll put the timestamp in the description box below. I want to talk for a little bit. So the energy the past few days has been a little bit heavy for me personally. I think it's been heavy within the collective as well. I was channeling that things were going to get lighter, and I am hearing from my spirit guides, hang in there, hang in there. It is the new moon energy. It is Mercury Retrograde going direct today. We have the new moon today as well. And then we have the energy of the Lionsgate portal. So there is a lot happening cosmically. We also have solar storms going on. There is a lot happening cosmically that is going to be affecting us. What I'm actually hearing from my spirit guides is this is preparation. This is preparation for that leveling up, for going through that doorway that I've been channeling for quite a while now. Going through the portals. Now, portals are opening all the time. You're always going through different portals, but this is a massive transformation. This is a massive leveling up. For the past few days, I've actually been going through, experiencing, I should say, what seems like tests, what seems like little triggers, testing me, testing, am I ready? Am I ready? Over the weekend, somebody I loved was kind of bullying me, going to be honest with you. And I just wasn't having it. Before, what they would have said to me would have really affected me because I hold them in high esteem. It is somebody I'm close to. It is somebody I love. And now I'm just, standing up for myself and just not caring, just not valuing their opinion anymore, because that is how much I have grown in my own value and my own self-love. Similarly, as you guys know, yesterday was a very rough day for me, so I appreciate you guys being there. I'm still feeling that heaviness today. I am in a higher vibration. I'm feeling better, but I am, number one, still missing my divine masculine, my counterpart, and number two, feeling a little bit angry. I'm going to be honest with you, feeling a little bit angry over the situation and how things have transpired between me and him, but the anger is just a mask for the pain. The anger is just a mask for hurt that I am currently transmuting. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good when you tell somebody that you love them and they go silent on you. It doesn't feel good. Who wants that? That doesn't feel good. Respecting that they have told themselves the story from their own trauma, from their own pain, from their own past that has said that they were never able to communicate well. Respecting that, honoring that, but there's two ways to communicate. You can communicate through actions, or you can communicate through words. And when you are holding back on both of those things, then and then when I'm going within my own intuition and trusting what's there, and they're constantly saying, no, you're wrong, like, what am I left with? What am I left with? I believe my heart, I believe my intuition, but I also have to accept what is being shown to me visibly. And what is being shown to me visibly is that there is not even a friendship there. And I fought for that. I tried for that. I really did. And I'm a fighter, I will keep going. I'm a Libra, Libra sun and an Aries moon. I will keep fighting. But there just comes a point where you have to surrender. You have to surrender. And I reached that point where I was just trusting in God. Like, okay, I surrender. I give up. What is meant to be will be. And I think what is being shown to me is that it is just time to move on. It's just time to move on. And I don't know if we're meant to be in the physical. Maybe someday, but I drafted out a message to my divine masculine this morning. I was feeling emotional, feeling angry, just wanting to stand up for myself, wanting to express myself as I always do. But I didn't send it because I said, you know what? If I sent it, then I would just be perpetuating the cycle that we have been in for the past 2 years. He knows where I stand. He knows how I feel. He knows that, the last conversation we had, I said I needed to not see him, create some physical distance because I'm in love with him. And if I wanted to respect myself and him, where he's saying that he just wants to be friends, then I needed to create physical distance with us because I can't just be friends with him right now. In the physical, it is just too difficult. It is just too painful for me. Being in love with somebody and not having those feelings reciprocated, that is difficult. Now, being reciprocated on the physical, I know that there is a difference between the physical and what I feel within my heart. In my heart, I know and I feel that he is in love with me. I feel that there is an unconditional love, this romantic feelings too, this loving bond that is felt on all levels of love, romantic and physical and sexual and emotional. But I have to go by what is being shown to me in the physical, in the 3D, because that is where he is and it's not where I am. And so you have to come to that point where you just accept that and respect that. Trusting in yourself, yes, but also respecting what is manifested here and now. And so I realized that if I had just sent that message, then I would just be perpetuating a cycle where he knows where I stand. I told him where I stood. And I kept trying to communicate with him, liking his Facebook posts and, sending him a message, wishing him well and a good day. And when he was going away, wishing him safe travels and things like that. And he came back. Fuck it. I was going to, keep this private between us, because there are certain things that should be kept private. But fuck it. He came back with a song with lyrics that said that he can't get me off his mind. And I told him the same. I said that I'm always here for him, that I'm constantly thinking about him, that he's always on my mind, that he is always with me. That is the problem with this connection. They're always with you. You always feel them with you. You cannot, as much as you release the attachment, as much as you let them go, as much as you move on, they're always with you. They're always on your mind. That is this love. That is why I just wanted to give us a chance. But I told him that, he was still always on my mind, always, and the love was always there. And what that led to was just silence for at least a week and a half now. And I just, I said, okay, fine. Like, I wasn't going to respond. I wasn't going to push him. I was just going to give him time and space, whatever he needed. But this is the energy of retrograde, the last day of retrograde. This is those old wounds, those old triggers coming up to the surface. And I could have perpetuated the cycle, but I wanted to react differently. I didn't want to reach out to him. I wanted to react differently than I had in the past, because I'm not the same person than I was in the past. And I don't want to repeat the same cycle. I want to move on to something new. I want to move in and anchor into my higher vibration. And if he can't be there with me, I have to allow that. As painful as that is, I have to allow that. We had a conversation, my Divine Masculine and I think it was last summer. And he was struggling with this, because he's a very conscious man. He's a very spiritual man. He's taught me so much. He's taught me so much about the mind, how to reprogram the mind, how to recondition the mind. He's taught me so much. He was struggling with this, with people in his own life who were not understanding him, who were not spiritually awakened. He was struggling with that. And I said to him that as you raise your vibrations, two things are going to happen. People are going to awaken with you and rise with you, or they're going to fade away. And maybe someday come back around as they awaken, but everybody is on their own timeline. Everybody is on their own path, and we have to respect that. We have to respect the soul growth journey. That is something that I talk about all the time here on the channel. Everybody is on their own path that is meant for them, and you cannot force it, you cannot change it, because that is their own soul growth journey. And it can be frustrating. I get it. It can be frustrating for those of us who want people to be with us. I learned about New Earth many, many, many years ago. When I first read, I think it was The Convoluted Universe by Dolores Cannon, I learned about New Earth and what that meant. And it triggered a fear in me, especially around my family. Because she was speaking about how as you raise your vibrations and as you shift in consciousness and move into the new earth, into this new dimension of consciousness, there are going to be some people who you're going to have to leave behind. And leaving people behind has always struck a fear in me because, I don't want to leave anybody behind. I don't want to let people go. I don't want to let the love go. That's how I've changed. That's how I've evolved. I've understood that, it's not so much letting people go. It's not so much as leaving people behind as just allowing people to be where they are. But it struck a huge fear in me because, again, I didn't want to leave anybody behind. That's what I thought. I thought there was some kind of separation there. I really believed in that separation. Now I understand that you have to focus on your path just as much as you have to allow other people to walk theirs. I feel like that lesson is coming up for me again now, because I realize that I have raised in my vibrations and I have evolved and I have transformed. And I do believe that he's doing the healing. I do believe that he's going within and doing the shadow work, but I feel the resistance. And the reluctance. It's like, what did I say? What did I say to a friend? Yeah. It feels like there's a segment of masculines, and I don't know where my divine masculine is. I give up. I have no idea. I can go within and trust what I'm getting and trust my intuition, but in the end, I also have to just go by what is being shown to me in the physical, and I just have no idea. But it feels like there is a segment of masculines who are just so overwhelmed by everything. And they are just so overwhelmed by their own indecision that they're just not doing anything. It's almost like they're surrendering to the universe, but in a distorted way. Because if you want to be the divine masculine, just like divine feminine has to step into a place of flow and receiving, but it's not just receiving, it's flow. It's you have to balance the masculine and feminine energies within you. But it feels like the divine masculines are in this place where they're just surrendering, but in a distorted way, where they're just like, okay, universe, bring it to me. If it's meant for me, it's meant for me. They're not understanding that they have to take action. They have to take control of their life. That is what being the emperor is. That is what being the god is. That is what being the divine masculine is. It's not just sitting back and just putting your hands up. It is taking action and taking control of your life. What is it that you want? Making that decision and taking action, because that is how you manifest. You make the decision, you make the choice, and then you work with the universe as a co-creator with the universe being inside of you. The universe is inside of you. And so you have to work with the universe inside of you. Make that decision, make that choice to take action, to take control of your life, to lead your life so that the universe can arrange based on your decision, based on your choice. If you just sit back and just like, okay, I'll just, let the universe do what it wants, I'm at its feet. That's not even divine feminines. Divine feminines, even you are in a place where you are balancing the masculine and feminine energies within you, and where your divine feminine energy is all about flow and all about receiving. Even you have to make choices and have to lead. That's your masculine energy within you. And so the divine masculines, if they want to be that divine masculine and not that distorted version of themselves, they have to change the paradigm within themselves. Stop telling themselves the same old story. Stop repeating the same old cycle. They have to take action to change that. They cannot grow if they're just blocking their own sun. No one can grow if you're not nourishing yourself. If you're just blocking the sunlight for yourself. You have to make a choice. You have to decide. You have to move. Be that leader. Take control of your life. But if you are just stuck, and in that indecision, paralyzed by fear, not willing to take a chance, not willing to take a risk, then you're just perpetuating the same stories that you've been telling yourself all of your life based on your past pain. Then you're just perpetuating the same old karmic cycles. then you're just being stuck in the same old heartbreak that you're wanting to break out of. I don't want to be stuck in the same old pain. I don't want to be stuck in the same old pain. I was stuck in my trauma for 7 years with chronic illness. I know what that is like, and I'm over it. I am done with it. I am wanting this new cycle. I know now what it is to feel good, to feel in that high vibration, to anchor into that feeling good and feeling joy and feeling happiness for my life all the time, feeling love surrounding me all the time. And I don't want to sink into that low vibration anymore. And I'll be damned if anything or anyone pulls me down energetically. Even my divine masculine. That really pains me to say, because I so dearly wanted him to rise with me. I so dearly wanted this to be a partnership. And I believe in him. That's the thing that I don't know if he'll ever understand. How much love I had for him, because I don't know if he is able to receive that. How much love I have always had for him. That I never saw him as anything other than what he is. Other than what he is. Accepting him for who he is now. And I said this yesterday. I see all of it. I feel all of it. That is the gift of this connection, this divine connection. Looking at your counterpart through the eyes of God, through the eyes of source energy, of love itself. That is the beauty and the gift of this connection, that you see soul to soul in a way that you don't with any other people, with any other person. Yes, you can see the soul of other people. Yes, you can see the heart of other people in other connections, but this is different. And if you are in this kind of connection, this sacred divine counterpart, divine partnership connection, then you understand it. You see each other in a way that nobody else does, because you are seeing yourselves reflected. You are seeing the soul of yourself reflected, and that causes triggering. Go onto my website. I'll put a link in the description box below. I talked about all of this. I finally wrote all of this out based on my understanding where I am now and how far I've come in my evolution of understanding, knowing that I'm still going to evolve in my understanding of this relationship and partnership. But this is my understanding where I've reached this point where you know that this connection is different from the depth of what it is that you are feeling, that you are seeing not just another person's soul, but you are seeing your own. You are seeing your own reflected back. And when you are in that distorted view, when you are in the triggering aspect, I call it the twin flame aspect, but moving into the twin soul is the harmony and the peace. Those are just labels. They're just labels that help us understand and translate the difference of energy. But the triggers are because you're looking at yourself. You're looking at the mirror. You're looking at the distorted versions of yourself, the parts that still need to heal. That's why it's so hard for counterparts to remain together physically. It's because of the karma that is coming up between you two. It's because of the baggage and the pain and the heartbreak and the past that is coming up between you two. But you always feel this connection. When you're in a true twin flame, twin soul connection, you always feel the undercurrent of love. You always feel the undercurrent of forgiveness. You always feel the undercurrent of harmony between you two, the balance between you two. And that is what union is. That is what the process of union is. It is shifting into more of that. That's where I am. Always seeing him. Always seeing him. I don't care about the connection. I don't care about the external. What I see and have always seen is him and the love that is between us. That is all that matters. That is all that has ever mattered. Because I see him. We see each other. Past and present and future, and accepting who we are and seeing who we can be. That is the beauty of this connection. That is the beauty of this ascension journey, is all these timelines rushing in so that you see everything together. Time does not exist between counterparts, between true counterparts. Time does not exist. You see past lifetimes. You see the past. I see the boy that he was, but not any of the external bullshit, not any of the past as far as his memories and his his wounding or his pain or his, what he's experienced in this life. I see the boy that he was, the love that was there. I see the man that he is now. And I see the man that he can be, the God that he is. I see it all at once. That is what this connection is. That is what this love is. Seeing the past and the present and the future all at once, because time and dimensions don't exist. Timelines collapsing in on each other. Timelines not even mattering because of where you are now and how your soul is growing. And in the higher dimensions, I'm hearing you're growing together. In the higher dimensions, you are one. In the higher dimensions, in the 5D and above, you are merged energy. That's why you always feel each other with you. That's why you always feel that undercurrent of love and forgiveness and harmony, because you are one. It's just the physical plane that is the bullshit. It's just the egoic mind that locks you and paralyzes you into that fear of past pain and past heartbreak and past beliefs, past patterning. And I am done with that past patterning. I don't want that anymore. I don't want that cycle. I want the peace. I want the harmony. I want the love. I want that love for myself. I want to move on to that. I don't want to stay stuck in this cycle anymore. I don't want to feel bad anymore. I want to feel this joy, because I feel this joy constantly inside of me, and I know what it is now. I understand what it is, and I want that to reflect in everything in my world. And if that means leaving behind physically the things that are just dragging that energy down, then I have to allow that. As painful as that is, I have to allow that, knowing that I'm not leaving anything behind, because you carry the love with you. E.E. Cummings, I carry your love with me. I carry it in my heart. You always carry your divine counterpart with you in your heart. Always, always, always. I can't, I can't hold myself back anymore. I can't keep myself small for anybody. I can't hold myself back for anybody. I just can't do it. I've done that my entire life because I was so afraid of letting go. And that's maybe the lesson that I'm learning in this last day of retrograde, moving into this new moon cycle, into this 8/8 portal. I want that lighter energy. I'm feeling those light activations. I'm feeling the codes coming in that are asking me to rise. And I don't want to hold myself back anymore. And it's very painful. It is very painful because I wanted to do that with my divine masculine. I have been in constant contact and communication with my divine masculine since we were reunited 2 years ago, since the love ignited 2 years ago. We have been together physically. And it's hard letting that go. It's hard letting that go, but it's hard letting go of who I see that he can become. It's hard letting that go. It's hard letting go of that future vision that I have of him, knowing who he can grow into, knowing who he is growing into, because I see who he is in the 5D. I see who he is. That is who he is, not what he's portraying himself as in the physical, not what he's holding himself back from. But I have to accept what's in the physical. I have to accept what is there. And I can't hold myself back in the physical just because of what is there for him. I have to move on. I have to let that go. Have faith in your dreams. Have faith in your dreams. Have faith in who you are. Have faith in you growing, not blocking out the sun for yourself anymore. Not paralyzed by your own fear. Have faith in, you see that abundant garden? This is the garden of your heart. Allowing yourself to grow, allowing yourself to be that butterfly and go through that metamorphosis, go through that transformation to fly. Allow yourself to fly, not held back by anyone or anything. Because in the end, you're what matters. In the end, yourself. Your self-love is what matters. And yes, your divine counterpart is a part of that. Yes, your divine counterpart will always be a part of that because they're always a part of you. But you carry them with you. You always carry them with you because you are one. There is no separation between you two. You are one. And so you always carry that vibration with you. You always carry the soul with you. You always carry that love with you. But you have to have faith in yourself and your own path. And sometimes you have to journey on, especially if they're showing you that they don't want to journey with you. Let's get one more card, and then I want to pull some tarot. It's time to release negativity. It's time to not hold yourself back. It's time to, they just pointed me to the bottom of the deck, the end of a tough cycle approaches. We're moving into lighter energy now because we are letting go of this. We're letting go of the pain. We're letting go of the negativity. We're letting go of the false beliefs. Anybody who told us that we weren't enough, anybody who didn't support us, anybody who didn't value us, anybody who didn't love us the way we always deserve to be loved. We are letting go of that negativity, believing in ourselves, and not allowing ourselves to be held down anymore. We are allowing ourselves to grow. We are allowing ourselves to fly, to raise in our vibrations and shift into the new paradigm for ourselves, because we are leaving the old paradigm behind, because we don't want to stay stuck in that cycle anymore. We don't want to be stuck in that old patterning. We don't want to be stuck in that old belief system that was saying, I'm this or I'm that. You choose who you are, you and nobody else. You choose, you get to decide who you are. You get to decide how you want to grow. You get to decide to release this negativity. That is your power. You get to manifest and create your own life because you are your own independent soul. You are your own. You get to decide for your life what it is that you want for your life, and you don't let anybody hold you back. No matter what the connection, you don't let anybody hold you back. All right, you guys, I'm going to pull some tarot. How long have I been talking? Wow. I'm just going to pull some tarot on, sorry. My friend just texted me, do you know what time the new moon happens tonight? And I don't, but I will find out because I am going to do a meditation outside. I want to connect with my spirit team. I want to connect with the stars. I want to connect with my divine feminine energy, which is the moon. So, oh my gosh, she just said 11:11. Guess I know where I'm going to be at 11:11. You guys, this is powerful, powerful energy that we are moving into. And you have to make the conscious decision if you're ready to step through that doorway. And if you make that conscious decision to step through that doorway, sorry, my friend is texting me. It was just 11:11 here, you guys. It was just 11:11 here as well on my phone. If you make that conscious decision to step through that doorway, you will be supported by the universe. You can continue the same patterning, you can continue the same paradigm, the same karmic cycle, or you can move into the new earth, you can move into the new paradigm, you can change your vibrations and shift your consciousness. But that is your decision, that is your choice, and it is up to you. Let's just get some union energies update. Let's just see what Spirit has to say about this new moon in Leo, 8/8 portal. Like, what do I say to this? I'm speechless. Like, what do I say to this? The Empress and the Death card transformation. What do I even say to this? It's like, and we have the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. This is divine feminine energy. You making a choice for yourself. And divine masculines, if you are ready to make that choice for yourself and rise into the divine masculine role, that's a choice that you can make for yourself as well. But divine feminine energy here, you have gone through this death cycle. You have put an end to the negativity. You're done with it. You're over it. You don't want to stay stuck in that old patterning anymore. You know what it's like to be here. You know what it's like to be in your divine feminine empress energy. And the high priestess came out, they're telling me, because the veil is lifting. The veil is lifting and all is being revealed to you. You are moving into a new time, a new place, a new earth. You are moving into a new vibration, a new paradigm. Trust in this, they're saying. Trust in this. Trust your own intuition. Trust that you are, why am I getting a glare? Trust that you are the divine feminine. Trust that you are the divine empress. Trust this cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, death and transformation. From the old comes the new. From death, something is reborn. From decay comes regrowth. This is where you are. This is who you are. You are, I'm hearing you have been strong enough to go through this death cycle, and you have come out of it the other end. This is what this new moon, this end of Mercury Retrograde, which has been, I've been channeling, it's been forward momentum. It has been pushing us and pushing us and pushing us into a new cycle. This is what this 8-8 portal energy is all about. This is what August energy is all about. Moving forward momentum into this new cycle because of this transformation that has existed within you, because you were not afraid. And even if you were afraid, you pushed forward. You did not hold back. You pushed forward in your own soul growth. You went deep within and you faced yourself, you faced your shadow sides, and you said, I am not going to live in that negativity anymore. I am not going to be in that same old pattern and cyclical nature anymore. I am moving forward. I am moving into this new energy because it feels good, because it feels natural, because my soul wants this, because I am listening to my intuition and I am letting my heart guide me, and my heart is guiding me through soul growth. My heart is guiding me through this transformation. My heart is guiding me to the next level of my life, and I am ready for it. I am ready for it. I am here. I feel like I'm in my Queen of Swords energy, you guys. The world just popped out. I feel like I'm in my Queen of Swords energy, you guys. I'm embracing my full air energy, my full Libra. I'm wanting balance. I'm wanting to put an end to the bullshit. I'm wanting peace and harmony and happiness. My Libra. I am wanting justice. I am wanting truth, and I am wanting clarity, and I am not tolerating anything less. That cycle has come to a close, and I am ready for a fresh start to my journey, no matter what that means. I am knowing my value. I am grounded in my energy. I am holding my own light. You see how she's holding that pentacle and how in this deck it kind of glistens? Do you see that? It's like a little ball of like light there. Holding her value, holding her worth, holding her light, the light within herself, and not letting anybody dampen that. Not letting anybody darken that. Moving through this cycle, this closure, the strength of the lion, the strength of Leo season, pushing her forward to justice, to truth, to clarity, to something new, something more grounded, something more stable, something more secure, something that is worthy of her. An end to the anxiety. I'm actually feeling that this is divine masculine energy, feeling anxious over overseeing the divine masculine or the divine feminine rise into her power. But this is mental entrapment. They're doing this to themselves. Divine feminines, if you're still in this energy, you're doing this to yourself. An end to this. Put an end to this negativity. This is old patterning. This anxiety, you see it's a number 9? You can put an end to this. This is old patterning. This is false beliefs. This is the egoic mind trapping you in your own fear. Make the choice. Make the leap of faith. Have the courage to take one step. Choose, I'm hearing choose something different. If you are familiar with your old patterning, your old reactions, choose something different. If you're always following the same road, this is the same road. This anxiety, this fear is the same road. If you're always following the same road, Go down a different path and see how that changes the entire course of your life. Get out of this mental entrapment. Get out of this anxiety and this fear. Okay, I'm going to pull a couple of more cards. This just popped out. The Chariot, forward movement, finding balance between the yin and the yang, your masculine and feminine energies within you, and taking control of your life, moving forward in your life, taking a stand. This is letting the universe guide you, but you're holding the reins yourself. You're holding the reins too. You're guiding this yourself. This is co-creatorship. This is you in the Chariot here and the universe. You being one with the universe. It's not the universe as a separate entity from you guiding this. You are one with the universe, and so you have to take action yourself and guide this for yourself. Guide the Chariot yourself. Move forward yourself. Take action yourself by making that decision. Let's get a couple more cards. Let's just see, what is the rest of the week hold for us? It's too many. What is the start of August and Leo season and the end of retrograde and the new moon? What's all this energy about? Where is it headed? Where is it headed? It's too many. Where is it headed? Where is this headed? Where is this energy headed, please? Where is this energy headed? Spirit, what else do you have to say? I'm going to switch decks, use the Gilded Tarot for a second, and then we're going to close out. Just get a final message and then close out. Thank you to all of you who ordered the $5 one card pull, just like my daily energy draws. I pull one card for $5 and channel a message that is meant for you specifically. You can order that from SusanDawnSpiritual.com on my website. Send me an email and I'll get you all the details. We'll have the Divine Partnership reading up on Friday. And I might also have another pick a pile depending on, I'm fully booked with clients right now. If you want a personal reading with me, if I vibe with you and you want a personal reading, feel free to send me an email. I do have a 2 to 3 day turnaround time. I'm fully booked until, I'm hoping to get through all of them tomorrow. The rest of my personal readings tomorrow, Thursday. But let me know. Ooh, the moon just came out. Oh, okay. On the bottom of the deck. There it is. That's why they wanted me to use this deck. What was I saying? Yeah, reach out to me if you want a personal reading. We'll have the Divine Partnership reading on Friday. And just a thank you. Thank you to all of you guys for your support and your love and this community. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. I really, really do. Okay, the moon just came out along with the Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And if you've been with this channel for a while, you know that this has been a card specific to a certain message about the doorway. We've been channeling this with this card for a while, that especially the Divine Masculines, they have a choice. They can stay to these paths that are tried and true. What was I just saying about if you go down familiar roads, you have a choice. You can go down the same road every day, but if you make a different choice, go down a different road, then it changes your life. Changes your life for the better, because you're getting out of that patterning. You're getting out of the cycle. You're doing something different. You're following your heart. You're following your soul. They have a choice they can make. And you too, Divine Feminines, like this is you. If you're still in this kind of anxiety, if you're still kind of in this leveling up, take that leap of faith. You have the choice to go down these familiar paths. This is a 3D. This is what you know. This is the karmic cycles. This is the anxiety and the fear that just paralyzes you. This is the overwhelm of not making a decision. The universe is pushing you to make a decision. This is the doorway to this new earth. This is the doorway to your next stage of evolution. And you have a choice. You have free will. You have free will to a point, they're saying. You have free will to a point, because eventually the universe is going to push you through it, because this is where your soul wants you to go. And it's just your egoic mind and your old beliefs and your old patterning that is resisting. But you have the choice now, because portals are always opening up. Doorways are always opening up. You have the choice now to go through this very strong portal, this very strong doorway, and into this new earth. And there isn't a path there, if you see that. There isn't a path there because this is new. Because you are way showers. You are light workers. You are healers that are paving the way. That is why you are here. That is why you came here. That is why, as divine partners, this is part of your mission. You have the choice through your healing work, through your conscious decision making, to go through that doorway, to help pave the path for others. This is who you are as light workers. This is why you came here. If you're denying your heart, if you're denying your soul, you're just denying yourself. You're just denying yourself. If you're not listening to your intuition, which is guiding you through this doorway, if you're not listening to your heart, if you're not feeling the fire in your belly, feeling the courage within your heart, and it's okay to have fear, but you have to act in courage. You have to act in strength. It's okay to feel afraid. I say this to people all the time. I feel afraid almost every day of my life, but I transmute that, and I do it anyway. I have the courage to take action and do it anyway, no matter the fear, because that is how you transmute fear, because fear is the illusion that is just trying to hold you back. And the more you transmute the fear, the more the fear dissolves, because the more the ego dissolves, the more you are in a place of love. And my head is getting full. This is a very forceful message. I feel my ascended masters, Jesus and Mary, with me right now. They are with me. It is very clear. It is very clear. This is a message for you. They're saying, we are with you. We are helping to guide you. You do not have to be afraid, because we are with you. We are with you, providing that courage, providing that strength, showing the unconditional love, and that fear does not exist when there is unconditional love, that you can move through this doorway, that this is what you're meant for. They are divine counterparts. As the Ascended Masters, they are divine counterparts, and they are here to guide you through the doorway. Trust, trust, trust in them, trust in the divine, trust in yourself, trust in your own soul. Trust that things will be illuminated under this moon, under this new moon, they just said. And you see here, these two pillars here, that's the doorway too. And you see the energy that is sparking up from them, the light that is sparking up from them, that is you moving through the doorway. As you move through the doorway, you just expand in your light, you just expand in your love, you just expand in your soul. That is the next phase of evolution. This is the next phase of your journey, of your soul growth, moving through the doorway. And as you move through that doorway, any of the anxiety and the overwhelm and the fear will fade away. It will fade away, because you'll have clarity. The veil will lift. The veil will lift, and you will understand. You will understand yourself. You will understand this journey. Okay, I'm not being called to any other cards, so we're going to end there. A little bit of a heavier message. But it's a little bit of heavier energy. We'll see what happens with the Divine Partnership reading. I'll also look into pulling a pick-a-pile, and just, I'm not sure what kind of pick-a-pile we'll do yet, but I might also do that. So we'll see. We'll just see what I'm called to do by Spirit over the next few days. So make sure that if you are vibing with this, that you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for your comments too. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that support, especially when I am feeling so heavy and so low, and transmuting these energies and going through my own tests. I appreciate that so much. I love you guys so much, and I am sending you back so much love, so much light, and we will see you soon.